today to a special performance about respect. To teach about respect, we are going to talk about a person in history who fought for respect and equal rights for all people. This man was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Even though he died many years ago, his message that goals can be reached by nonviolent ways is still alive.
Dr. King lived from 1929 to 1968. He was an American civil rights leader who worked to bring about social, political, and economic equality and respect for all people by peaceful means. At 6 years old, Dr. King was treated with no respect when he could no longer play with a friend because he was black and his friend in the school was white. He did not understand. Dr. King believed that everyone should have the right to vote, the right to work, the right to a good education, and the right to use all public places.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of America's greatest leaders because he fought for those not free or respected. He fought for the poor. He fought for those treated badly because of their color of their skin, or because who they were. He fought for those who needed help. Dr. King had a dream. He dreamed of the world where all people would be treated as equal. He dreamed of the world where all people would stand together in the spirit of unity. He dedicated his life to that dream.
How does a man of peace fight for respect? He uses words, he uses deeds, he uses actions. He does not hurt, he does not destroy, he does not kill. How do you fight hatred and disrespect? You fight with love and respect. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s story.
Who?
Martin Luther King. Have you heard about his dream?
Martin Luther King? I've heard my parents speak about him. Who was he? Tell me more.
He was a great leader who lost his life in the struggle for civil rights.
Tell me more about this great leader.
Thousands strong we came together. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke to us saying, I have a dream. We listen, remembering our dreams. Bad dreams. Nightmares. Martin Luther King spoke.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. We listen, remembering.
I remember a hot summer day and a swimming pool. Laughing children splashed in the cold water, and I pointed to the sign on the gate and asked, what does that say?
Wise only.
Learning those words were easy. They were all over town. In store windows,
Wise only.
in city parks.
Wise only. Martin Luther King spoke.
I have a dream that one day sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
We listen, remembering.
I remember going to the movies. Black people couldn't enter the front door or sit downstairs like white people did. Black people had a special side door that led to the back balcony, the colored section. On buses, the first rows were for white people. If those seats were empty and the rest of the bus was full, black people had to stand. If the first rows were full and more white people got on the bus, blacks had to get up so whites could sit.
Martin Luther King spoke.
I have a dream that my four little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
We listen, remembering.
I remember my friend Nancy. Together we searched for caterpillars, looked at picture books, dressed our dolls, giggled. One day they told us, you can't play together anymore. Black children and white children can't be friends.
Martin Luther King spoke.
I have a dream that one day little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls and walk together as brothers and sisters. I have a dream today.
Dr. King led the Montgomery bus boycott.
Dr. King led Montgomery border boycott. One day, Mickey Rosa Park boarded the city bus in Montgomery, Alabama. She was silent and she sat down.
Get up, the bus driver said. Give this white man a seat.
Mr. Park said,
No!
When Mrs. Parks was arrested, Dr. King told the people of Montgomery that if blacks couldn't ride the buses with freedom and dignity, they shouldn't ride at all.
And so they walked, men and women, boys and girls, through rain and cold, for months and months, for miles and miles they walked.
the boycotted was the session. Now black and white ride the bus together as equal.
Martin Luther King Jr. led the Birmingham marches. After the adults were put in jail, he called upon the children.
The children marched, 1,000 strong. Some were only 6 years old. Police arrested them. School buses carried them to jail. A policeman looked down at one small girl and asked, "What do you want?" She looked at him and said, "Freedom!"
Nothing could stop those children. On the way to jail, they chanted, "We want freedom! We want freedom! We want freedom!"
The children marched. They prayed. They wouldn't turn back. The police, the firemen stood waiting. Orders were given. Stop those children any way you can. But the police, the firemen fell back, and the children marched through. No one stopped them. No one hurt them. The children sang.
I got freedom! Martin Luther King spoke, and we listened, for he was saying what we needed to hear. Let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the heights of the Alleghanies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California.
And when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and
ownership over your actions. You have the freedom to show cooperation. You have the freedom to spread kindness to others. You have the freedom to be safe. Most importantly, you have the freedom to respect and accept